What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing another beer from the Fidens Brewing Company, and they're out of Albany, New York, and this is their Impulse. So they're calling this one an IPA, and it's brewed with a Galaxy, Citra, and Motueka hops. It comes in at 7.5% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed. Time of review, and this can is just over 3 weeks old. So over the next couple months, you're going to see some reviews from Fidens, probably one a week, and that's because recently I was in the Albany, New York area, hanging out at the 2022 Beer Tuber Palooza, a big get-together among some beer tubing friends, and it was a Friday and a Saturday, and on the Saturday, we hit up, some of us hit up Fidens and got some cans. I think I got 8 different beers from them and this glass. And yeah, I'm not going to post, a Fidens review every day or anything. It's probably be like once a week. So over the next couple months, you'll see some Fidens stuff. And I'm excited. I've had a handful of Fidens beers. Really good. They mostly released hop forward stuff, but I was able to grab a West Coast pale ale and a coffee brown ale. So I think that's pretty interesting to try something non-hazy for them. So hashtag proper glassware to some extent. Let's give it a pour here and go from there. Yeah, let's just pour it out. What the fuck am I doing lately with the pours? I'm trying to do the sideways pour too to get the, people talk about like the mouth pouring it sideways. Apparently, I am not capable of doing so. So, yeah, we're 0 for 1 with the Fidens beers pouring them sideways. You know what? We're just going to pour them normally because I'm incapable of doing stuff that other people can because I'm terrible. So, just use all the fucking paper towels I've ever had in my life. The life of a beer tuber. It's not pretty, boys and girls. It's not pretty at all. So, okay. Got this all cleaned up. We'll throw it over here. But first, let me wipe down all the spills around it, and go from there. So, do you want to just fast forward to where I actually review the fucking beer? Feel free. In the meantime, I'll just wipe down everything and hope that I got everything. So, yeah, we're going to have to wash this down after this review. So, great. Anyway, beautiful looking beer, despite the fact I poured it like an idiot. Yeah, has that really deep, murky, honey orange color. Can't see through it. Definitely turbidity through the roof. About a finger and a half of a soap sudsy looking head. Off-white. Beautiful looking beer. When I cracked it, I could smell it. It smells awesome. Let's get a nose. Yeah, fucking. It smells like concentrated, like, fruit juice. Like it's like a hop juice, we'll say. Or it's super candied. It's sweet. It's like I am smelling a bowl of Skittles. Lime from the Motueka. There's orange. There's a little bit of a pineapple. No, pineapple, not regular Skittles, but maybe some like the tropical ones or something. It smells fucking absurdly good. Yeah, there's a little bit of like a slight dank herbaceousness too, but this is all about you like juicy, fruity type of New England style IPAs, this would be your jam because it just has that kind of fresh, juicy, sweet, citrus, tropical kind of note to it. A little bit of like a peach in there as well. But to me, the lime, it honestly smells like lime and orange or like a tangerine Skittle, maybe a Starburst, Lifesaver. Some kind of candied citrus fruit, but then you're getting that crushed pineapple from the Galaxy, little bit of peach. I just want to fucking sit here and sniff this. It smells like I cannot, my brain's just hurting right now. What I was going to say is, of the stuff I've had from Fidens, I've been impressed. They've all been pretty good. I think the highest I gave a beer was 4.5, the lowest was 4.25. So all of them are just really, really good, right? I haven't been blown away by Fidens beer yet. Like just losing my shit over it. This might be the first if the nose carries through, because this is one of the best noses I've smelled of a sub 8% hop forward beer this year, hands down. So cheers, everyone. It's fucking this is delicious. Nose was a little better, but nose is like a 5 out of 5. Not quite to that level, but this is good. That body and mouthfeel is fucking. This right now is drinking like one of those Hop Butcher 7.5%. They call them double IPAs. They call it IPA. No skirting the lines. when they nail the body and the mouthfeel and the flavor. This is fucking divine. This is kind of what I want from a 7.5% IPA that's a hazy. It's hitting all the marks for me for the most part. Not the best I've ever had, but it's fucking up there. Body and mouthfeel. Body is higher side of medium, lower side of full for 7.5. It's bigger than you expect. It really adds to it though. Having that nice heft kind of follow suit with the taste, but also the mouthfeel. It's just like not thick, but like a little bit thick, slightly thick. And then the mouthfeel, it's soft, it's smooth, it's creamy, it has carbonation, let you know a beer, but it has that. When people talk about upper echelon mouthfeels, a lot of times they'll put Treehouse out there or other halves like Daydream series or Hop Butcher. This is in that realm of an upper echelon mouthfeel. And that's what I've said about a lot of the Fidens I've reviewed on the channel, that the one thing that they've nailed for me has been specifically the mouthfeel, but a lot of times the body. And this is a prime example of that. The flavors, the taste carries over. There's a pronounced candied lime kind of feeling at the front of it, but then you're getting a slight like lime, like a limeade kind of. I'm getting like limeade at the front of the palate, which is something I rarely ever say. I don't know if I've ever said limeade, maybe like cherry limeade. I never said limeade, especially in a hot forward beer. It's really cool. Then it turns into this orange tangerine kind of candied, just candied citrus fruit in general. Right after that, crushed pineapple, a touch of that sweeter peach, like an overripened peach. Not to the gummy ring side of things, but definitely an overripened peach. Might be a little bit of like honeydew melon hanging around in there. Touch of a mango. I'm hammering this back on camera because this is fucking so easy to drink. Listen, I know Fidens gets the hype. And again, when I drank the first, I think I've reviewed, I don't know how many, like a half dozen at this point, we'll say, somewhere in that realm. And every time I review a Fidens, in the back of my mind is, they're hyped. Their stuff's hard to get, especially for hazies nowadays. Do they live up to the hype? I would say the first handful of beers I've had, I can see why they were hyped. This beer, though, if a lot of their beers are like this beer specifically, I totally 100% get the hype and I get behind it. Because this is, again, if you would just put this in a lineup of hazies, this, I would think, stands above and beyond the vast majority of the stuff out there. It just has that delicious flavor I'm looking for in a hop-forward hazy beer. And what I love about it, too, is it's 7.5%. So it's not this big triple at 10% that, you drink one of them and you're on the floor. At least I am, because I'm a lightweight. It's just, this is fucking delicious. It has, on the back of the palate too, has that like slight green, grassy kind of herbaceousness to it. This does not have really any hop burn. That's one thing I've learned about the Fidens beers is don't drink them super fresh. Let them breathe for a couple weeks at the very least. I'm going to try to review most of my Fidens between 3 and 4 weeks old because I think that's a sweet spot, at least that I found. And this is just over 3 weeks old and it's fucking drinking like a champ right now. Maybe a touch of hop burn, but it's not even noticeable unless you're really looking for it. And I am, because again, I've had a couple that have had a hop burn from them. There's a mild to moderate bitterness. This finishes more semi-dry. The bitterness isn't as big. I think that'd be the one critique here. Maybe a little bit more bitterness. But as I drink on it, I think a little bit more of the, like this resinous kind of hop kind of quality is kicking in and driving the bitterness a little bit more. So this is more of like right in between mild to moderate with a semi-dry finish. So again, not my favorite hop forward beer of all time or anything, but this is probably one of my favorite hop forward beers I've had this year. So Fidens Impulse, I have absolutely no issue giving this beer a very solid 4.75 out of 5. I think this is fucking phenomenal. I don't know if they, by the time I post this review, if they still have cans left at their brewery, because this is one of their older releases, 9.3. But like, if you can grab a can or two of this, let me know what you think. 7.5%. Little bit of warming in the chest, but outside of that, no assurance on the palate, just fucking awesome. Price point availability, I paid $5.50 a can. That's one thing with Fidens is what I really love. A little bit pricey, but what I love, all of their beers you can buy singles of. So I didn't have to go and I bought them basically 2 mixed 4-packs, and I got 8 different beers, and I didn't get charged a premium, or I didn't have to buy an entire 4-pack to try one beer from them. I can buy whatever I want. And at $5.50 a can, that's basically $22 a 4-pack. I think it's cool you can buy singles, honestly. Most of their hop forward beers, especially of the close to Imperial and Imperial range 7.5 and higher, are $5.50 or higher. The West Coast Pale Ale, their floor I bought was, I believe, $5 a can, and then that Coffee Brown Ale was $4.50 a can. So it's worth it for the quality. And availability, typically brewery only in and around Albany, but places are starting to see these beers. Here in Buffalo, we have one place that gets drops of them. We have a couple places that get drops of their stuff. I think they're probably gonna kind of be like the Hop Butchers in the other halves of the world, which is like six months from now, people are gonna start seeing random drops of Fidens in their areas. Especially in like the Northeast, I would imagine. So it's tough to get their stuff now. Typically you have to trade for it to go to the brewery, but don't be surprised in the next 6 months to a year you start seeing more of their stuff pop up, because they just make fucking great beer, and it tastes better. And hashtag proper glassware. If you've had this one before, post in the comment section, let me know what you thought about it. Again, I'm going to be posting more reviews from them over the next couple months, probably throughout October and November, and I can't wait to try more from them. This might be the one to beat at this point. I think this is the highest rated Fidens beer I've given so far, so quality through and through. Anyway, appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. To the next one. Cheers.